well, welcome. Rick, thank you for the music to cue us up. I wasn't sure if we were watching True Grit or perhaps getting ready for a President Trump rally, but that music was pretty a great foundation for what we're about to do. And for all of you who are gathered here for this awards ceremony, I'm Dave Adams, by the way, CEO of the Michigan Credit Union League and CU Solutions Group. There's my picture in a more relaxed mode. I decided to get a little bit dressed up because we have some pretty distinguished award recipients here for this program. And I figured I needed to gussy up a little bit. And the nice thing about the virtual world that we live in is you can't see the shorts and flip-flops that I have down below. But I'll do my best to MC this event and do justice. I'll tell you what, we all miss being at our annual convention and exposition because we have a tradition at the Michigan Credit Union League of honoring the good works of credit unions, both individuals, credit unions, and chapters. And we miss that camaraderie. We miss the ability to shake hands and give hugs and take pictures, and not to mention to have the water coolers entertain us. Hopefully that'll all start up again next year. But welcome, sincerely on behalf of the Michigan Credit Union League and our great credit community of 220 plus credit unions, serving 5.6 million members and all the good works of credit unions. We don't often enough take time out to recognize the good works, the individuals, the credit unions, the credit organizations. And every time we do that, when I think of awards, awards are indicative of the broader credit community and all the tremendous talent that we have and the many impactful things that credit unions do. So welcome. We're looking forward to a fun evening here. You know, our movement's social mission obviously is about having an impact. And when times get tough, I always say it when we meet with our lawmakers, when we meet together, when we meet with our teams, you can't help but be inspired by how credit unions strive to make an impact in the toughest of economic times. And if there's one thing about Michigan, we're no stranger to economic cycles. You know, whether it's the tough decade of 2000 to 2010, leading into the Great Recession, or the COVID economy that we're operating in, we really see how credit unions shine during the toughest of times, as well as in good times. I know you're probably all familiar with the data that we've been tracking, that we report to our lawmakers, but just to reinforce those good works, let me start and just remind us of the environment we've been in just for the last 7 months here. And by the way, happy International Credit Union Day. I don't think it was any coincidence that we chose to delay our awards ceremony and hold this on a day where we celebrate and recognize the incredible impact that credit unions have all across the globe, not just in the US. But here in Michigan, as we track that data, just in the last 7 months, we know that credit unions have been doing skip-a-pays for over $1 billion of outstanding loans, providing $800 million in auto loan relief, $24 million in emergency loans. And when I think of those emergency loans, I think of restaurant workers and service industry workers who were literally told the day before, you know, we're not going to be able to have you come into work because we have a stay home, stay safe order. So emergency loans, over 12 million, almost $13 million in fee waivers. And, you know, these numbers are our best attempt to describe what's happening. It's probably much greater than this. And then, you know, the SBA Paycheck Protection Program loans, I have said on a couple of calls, when Congressman Fred Upton called me, he's part of the Problem Solvers Caucus of 50 congressmen and congresswomen, and he's vice chair of that group. And before the PPP language was even written into the legislation with Congress, he called, and as he was calling the bankers and everybody else to let them know that this PPP program is coming. And so, you know, we gave some advance notice to our credit community and talk about inspiring over 50 Michigan credit unions. Some were existing SBA lenders, but most, well, at least many were not. And that very clunky, difficult SBA PPP program was rolled out. And our credit unions rallied to the cause in an amazing way. And I can tell you, because I communicated with my peers across the country, this was not happening at the same pace in other parts of the country. And when the dust settled, we had over 10,000, well over 10,000 SBA PPP loans with an average balance of $20,000, 5 to 10 employee shops. At least 10% of those small business borrowers weren't able to get a PPP loan at their existing financial institution, or they were frustrated with the process. So you all stepped up, and just in countless ways, it's just so inspiring to see the credit union difference in action. So as we start these awards, I want to thank you. And if we were in person, I'd ask for a big round of applause, and you could applaud your good works. But just know how much we all appreciate what you do and are so proud and honored to be a part of that. So let's get started with the awards. These awards are both the Michigan Credit Union League and Michigan Credit Union Foundation, recognizing individuals, credit unions, and chapters that exhibit outstanding achievement in the prior year. As you know, we would have normally done this in June, so we've delayed the presentations a bit, but we're looking forward to having a great ceremony here. And we want to start with the foundation awards. And the first award is the Michigan Credit Union Foundation Award for Excellence in Consumer Education. And so this award recognizes an individual for outstanding contributions and innovations in consumer financial education for members and the greater credit union community that they serve. So this year's winner is CP Financial Credit Union's Kelly Hatler. There she is. And Kelly has been an inspiration to many students through her work in financial education over the past 2 decades. Her legacy is ingrained in every aspect of CP Federal's financial education outreach, and she's noticed and remembered throughout the community for her work in that program. Kelly's unwavering commitment to the areas teachers, students, and community have earned her the utmost respect, and we look forward to seeing her continue to infuse the community with the financial knowledge that it so badly needs. And again, this is reflective of good works of credit unions across the state, but we're really appreciative and excited to recognize Kelly's good work. So congratulations, Kelly Hatler, the 2020 Michigan Credit Union Foundation Excellence in Consumer Education.
Thank you, Dave. And thank you so much to the Michigan Credit Union League and Foundation for this honor, and also for joining with us to promote financial literacy through grants and so many different resources. Beth and Catherine are always there for us, and we know that we can count on them to help in any way. I'd like to thank God and my family for leading me to CP Financial Credit Union. I initially joined the credit union movement for purely selfish reasons, and I wanted to work banker's hours to spend more time with my family. And little did I know that 25 years later, I would be here and enjoy a career that has been so rewarding. I've had the opportunity to witness the credit union philosophy of people helping people over and over. And at CP, we're very blessed to have a management team and board of directors who believe in the power of financial literacy. And I'd like to thank them for giving us the support that we need to create brighter tomorrows for our students of all ages from all walks of life. They believe strongly enough in our mission that they have invested in a whole team of financial educators who are just as deserving to receive this recognition. So I'd like to take just a minute to share and dedicate this award to my financial ed teammates. Lori Detloff, Lisa Mudge, Sheila Traxel, Sheila Everts, and Sarah Fuller. They lift me up and inspire me every day by the huge passion that they have for serving others. I've met so many passionate people and successful people in the credit union movement. And so I'd like to leave you with this thought from a great philosopher, Mr. Rogers. The thing that I remember best about successful people is their obvious delight in what they're doing, and it seems to have very little to do with worldly success. They just love what they're doing and they love it in front of others. So I just want to thank you all for this honor today. And I just wish you all the best. Thank you.
Well said, Kelly. Thank you so much. And what a great quote that is. And it's so indicative of so many great credit union people who serve just because they want to do the right thing and with few accolades. So on to the Michigan Credit Union Foundation Credit Union Community Award. This award recognizes exemplary volunteer service outside of the credit union itself. And this year's winner is Michael A. Keast, Board Director of Michigan One Community Credit Union. And Michael has been noticed for his incredible education work in Ionia Public Schools. Mike has been instrumental in shaping the culture and improving student achievement in the school system. So important. He's demonstrated his ability as a seasoned leader who faces challenges head on to facilitate positive change. Not only does Mike have a deep understanding of the K through 12 education system, but he has a keen understanding of data analytics and has demonstrated how good data, when used in a timely fashion, can improve financial health and student achievement. His dedication and devotion was evident in his actions as he worked to support and improve Ionia schools. In his volunteer work on the Board of Education, Mike always puts students first as he interprets and develops district policies, provides guidance for district finances, and has taken a leadership role on the Board of Education. Well, sincere congratulations, Michael Keast, the 2020 Foundation Credit Union Community Award winner.
My appreciation to MCUF, my friends and community members that took time to write letters nominating me for the Michigan Credit Union Foundation Award. My gratitude to the members and volunteers that allowed me to serve Michigan One Community Credit Union over the past 30 years, making it the premier financial institution in Ionia, Carson City, Greenville, and Alma. Thanks to my wife, Gloria, and my now growing children, Allison and Michael, for the family time taken away. Finally, thank you, Michigan Credit Union staff and volunteers that have stepped up during this COVID-created financial crisis to help members and their communities. Again, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. And you have a pretty special guy there in that picture you're shaking hands with, and Tim Hemenway. We appreciate the heart of your leadership and all of the great things that you have done personally, not just for the credit union, but in your community. Thank you so much. Well, at this time, we're going to take a little bit of a step back from our MCUF and MCUL awards to recognize the Michigan credit unions that won first place at the statewide level for the 2019 CUNA Awards. And I'm going to turn it over now to our MCUL COO EVP, Patty Corkery. Patty?
Yeah, hi, thanks, Dave. Hi, everybody, and congratulations to all of our award winners. This is truly fun to be here with you today, so I'm excited. So as usual, you know, we would typically have the CUNA Awards at the CUNA GAC, but since we're not there able to do that, we wanted to definitely acknowledge you for your hard work in these different areas. So I'm pleased to announce those winners. So these awards are administered by the MCUL and CUNA. They are the Louise Herring, Dora Maxwell, and Alphonse Desjardins Awards. And these programs are a wonderful way for credit unions to showcase all the great things they do for their members and in their communities. So starting off with the Dora Maxwell Award, winning first place for the state level Dora Maxwell Award honors those that promote social responsibility in their communities. And in this category, we have a few credit unions to acknowledge. We have One Detroit Credit Union, who also won a second place national level award. We have Northland Central Area Credit Union, who also won an honorable mention at the national level award. Community Financial Credit Union, and Lake Michigan Credit Union. Winning second place and honorable mentions, we have Catholic Vantage Financial Federal Credit Union, Isabella Community Credit Union, Financial Plus Credit Union, Case Credit Union, Genesis Credit Union, and Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. So congratulations to our Dora Maxwell winners. Now on to the Louise Herring Award. This award recognizes credit unions for their practical application of the credit union philosophy. Winning first place on the state level Herring Awards, we have One Detroit Credit Union, who also won a second place national level award, Extra Credit Union, Alliance Catholic Credit Union, and Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Winning second place is Freestar Financial Credit Union and Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union. Congratulations to the Louise Herring Award winners. Well done. Okay, finally, moving on to the Alphonse Desjardins Award, which celebrate leadership within the credit union movement in the area of financial literacy. So there's two different levels, an adult and a youth category. We'll start off with the first place state level winners for the adult category, and that's University of Michigan Credit Union, who also won an honorable mention national level award, Catholic Vantage Financial Federal Credit Union, and Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union. And winning second place in this category, we have Case Credit Union and Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Then going on to the youth category, for the first place state level winners, we have Community Financial Credit Union, who also won a second place national level award, Freestar Financial Credit Union, and Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union. Winning second place, we have Catholic Vantage Financial Federal Credit Union, People Driven Credit Union, Case Credit Union, Frankenmuth Credit Union, and Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. So congratulations to all of our CUNA award winners. We're incredibly proud of you. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Patty. You know, and as for some of us who have been doing this for some time and trekking back to Washington and participating in those award ceremonies, those CUNA awards are so inspiring to see not just the many examples of community service and the credit union difference from Michigan credit unions, but from credit unions all across the country. So it's nice for us to be able to take a moment and express appreciation. And it really doesn't come close to doing justice to all the hard work that went into every single one of those projects. Thanks, Patty. Well, our next award is for the chapter effectiveness. And I think all of you know that as we continue to have consolidation and mergers in our industry, it puts pressure on the chapters. Chapters get smaller in terms of numbers of credit unions. Perhaps there are fewer but larger credit unions like we have in our industry at large. But the chapters are so vitally important because the chapter at the local level is where all politics happens. It's where collaboration happens, and certainly community commitment in each city and community around the state. So onto the chapter effectiveness awards. So this year's winner, the SOMI chapter of credit unions, brought together 9 credit unions last year to make life easier for many in their southern Michigan communities. Last winter, the chapter announced a $25,500 gift to the RIP, or Rest in Peace medical debt, which went towards the abolition of $2.5 million in medical debt for more than 3,000 people in Jackson, Lenawee, Hillsdale, Calhoun, and Washtenaw counties. Can you imagine the smiles on people's faces when they heard that this effort was being undertaken by the credit unions? What a great picture. This gift, which has helped those most in need, was not only given as relief, but as a start to a future for financial health. Finding people who needed a trusted helping hand and leading them to success is what the whole Michigan credit union movement is all about. So sincere congratulations to the SOMI chapter of credit unions, the 2020 Chapter Effectiveness Award recipient. Accepting the award on behalf of the chapter is American One Credit Union President and CEO, Martha Fuerstenau. Martha?
Thanks, Dave, and thank you so much for this recognition. This project was really remarkable, and besides 100% participation by all the credit unions in our chapter, and thanks to a healthy donation from the Michigan Credit Union Foundation, we were able to, make this gift to a lot of people to erase medical debt, which when you work in the credit union community and you're doing lending, you understand the negative effect that medical collection debt has on people's ability to get credit. But I think even more important than, well, as important as erasing this debt was the communication and the discussions that then ensued in our community about medical debt, even with our health system. So, we were able to have a lot of conversations and raise a lot of awareness about this. And hopefully, this results in change down the road for how we handle this with our memberships. But thank you very much for the recognition. We're very grateful for it.
Way to represent, Martha. Your chapter is full of credit unions with big hearts and leaders who want to do the kinds of things that you just described. And I have to say again how inspirational it is to see these different examples of community service and charitable giving and how creative they are, as you said, which is a good segue to our next awards, which are the Innovation Awards. We, a few years ago, decided to start this new award category. And this is an award, as the name would suggest, that recognizes and rewards true innovation in the prior year. For the ideas to be considered innovative, they should create positive change in measurable, impactful ways that inspire us all. So the winner of this year's Innovation Award in the large asset size category is PFCU. PFCU did this with the introduction of their My Mark, M-A-R-C, of Excellence program. My Mark, or Member Attitude, Role, and Commitment, is about company culture and rewarding employees who go beyond expectations in order to make a positive impact within PFCU, their membership, and local communities. But the program isn't just about recognizing great work, it's about encouraging it. The program provides examples of how to think outside the box to provide and exhibit the credit union difference to members. In other words, not only is this program innovative, it also inspires and emboldens others to be innovative. So congratulations to PFCU, the 2020 MCUL Innovation Award winner in the large asset size category. Accepting the award for PFCU is Vice President of Culture and Development, Heather Spitzley. Heather?
Thank you so much, Dave. On behalf of PFCU, I'm honored to accept this Innovation Award. I would like to thank the Michigan Credit Union Leaf for providing the opportunity to share our program, and also to PFCU's training team members, Tori Thalen, Courtney Gazzo, Abigail Guernsey, for bringing our My Mark of Excellence program to life. At PFCU, we truly strive to create a culture of continuous learning, advocacy, innovation, and service excellence. The idea behind our My Mark of Excellence program was to formally recognize our fantastic employees for their personal and professional achievements and provide them a platform to share and celebrate these achievements. Since the launch of the program last year, we have had 82% of our staff participate, with over 128,000 points awarded, which we are very, very proud of. Again, thank you for selecting PFCU for the 2020 Innovation Award. We are truly grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. And what a great project. And to have that level of engagement by your team members, I'm sure is just yet another example of how credit union employees love what they do, because they get to have an incredible impact, not just in their member service, but in their communities as well. So the second Innovation Award is in the medium asset size category, and it goes to Extra Credit Union. Extra Credit Union found innovation through their passion to bring education and product knowledge directly to the people in a meaningful way. So the credit union started the Extra Credit Union Experiential Mobile Unit, which allowed them to physically deliver education and expertise to the people, rather than waiting for them to come to their door. This innovative model has also created increased opportunities for community involvement, staff involvement, financial literacy, and improved services to their members. It's clear that the mobile unit has not only raised the profile of the credit union and the credit union movement, but also engaged the public at a far higher rate than other forms of community involvement. But the credit union isn't content to stop here. In the coming years, they'll be seeking out ways that they can add a mobile credit union to the unit. And this type of commitment to innovation driven by meeting members' needs is truly inspiring. Congratulations to Extra Credit Union, the 2020 MCUL Innovation Award recipient in the medium asset size category. And accepting for Extra Credit Union is Marketing Manager Ruthann Varosi. Ruthann?
Thanks so much, Dave. Hi, everyone. First and foremost, I do want to thank the MCUL for recognizing us with the Innovation Award. We are absolutely thrilled to be recognized. On behalf of the marketing team, I want to reach out and say thank you to our executive team and our board of directors for their unfailing support of our ideas, some of which I'm sure leave them wondering sometimes, but they're incredibly supportive and fantastic for us to work with every day. I want to thank the communities that we're in, Warren and Sterling Heights especially. We absolutely love being out in the community with members and non-members. We absolutely have missed that function this year during summer with all the festivities being canceled. We cannot wait for 2021 and fingers crossed that we'll get to actually do more events next year. Finally, on a really selfish note, I want to thank the marketing team at Extra Credit Union that I work with. I work with some of the most amazingly talented and creative people I've ever met, and their passion for the credit union movement and their dedication to our efforts leave me in awe. I'm honored and blessed to work with them every single day. So just to wrap up, thank you so much. We appreciate being recognized, and hopefully we will continue to innovate for years and years to come.
Thank you for that, Ruthann, and thank you for reminding us whether individual awards or organizational awards, as leaders, we all understand that everything is done as a team. We don't do very much just by ourselves, and it's always such an honor to receive recognitions on behalf of the team. Nice job. Well, now we're going to move on to the category that seeks out the best new leaders or emerging leaders in our movement, the Michigan Credit Union League Young Professional of the Year Award. The winners of this award, as you would imagine, are individuals who have a proven dedication and enthusiasm for the credit union mission and look for opportunities for leadership growth. And there's no finer example than this year's winner, Journey Federal Credit Union's Jeffrey Cussler. Over the past decade, Jeffrey has grown from a city volunteer out of undergrad to the credit union's planning commissioner. And along each step of the way, he's enlivened each environment he has been a part of. Jeffrey has a gift for working with others, an ability to communicate with and give confidence to Journey Federal Credit Union members. And perhaps most importantly, he's a respected, honest, and inspirational leader who has transformed those around him to also become bright and devoted leaders with a commitment to the communities that the credit union serves. Big congratulations to Jeffrey Cussler, this year's MCUL Young Professional of the Year Award recipient. And now on to one of my favorite awards, the Professional of the Year Award, as well as the Distinguished Service Awards. The Professional of the Year Award recognizes, as you would imagine, an individual whose leadership and accomplishments have had a significant impact on their individual credit union and chapter, as well as the Michigan Credit Union movement more broadly. And this year's winner is LAFCU CEO Pat Spyke. Pat has set a great example in 2019 of how to be a leader, not just at the CEO level, but as I said a few moments ago, at the greater community level, working to inspire his team to truly have an impact. Pat's recent collaboration with I had to kind of laugh at this because when we say recent, it's been ongoing for a lot of years, the kind of things that we're talking about. But his recent collaboration with the Lansing Regional Chamber on many different issues, such as legislative concerns, vital public transportation needs, and retaining and attracting regional talent, show a true support for and dedication to the vibrancy of Lansing residents. Just one of the ways that Pat and his team stepped up for the community in a big way during 2019 was when members of UAW Local 652, working for General Motors, went on strike for 6 weeks. His team enhanced LAFCU's strike loan program to make sure the credit union was there to help workers keep food on the table, literally, and stay up on rent and mortgage payments. This kind of willingness to listen to member needs is something that we can all take away from his leadership and his credit union's leadership. And LAFCU has consistently done that. Pat Spyke has consistently done these kinds of things. And it's nice this year that we're able to, it's really great, I should say, that we're able to recognize his many, many years of accomplishments. Let's play a short video if we could.
The 2020 Credit Union Professional of the Year Award goes to Pat Spyke. Pat first joined the credit union industry 30 years ago. Each and every one of those years has been spent inspiring people and giving back to his community. To some, he's pedal to the metal Pat, growing LAFCU assets by nearly 6% in the last year alone, and increasing loans over 50% since beginning his tenure as CEO. It's more than just numbers for Pat, though. He understands the members are more important than numbers. Growing LAFCU and driving the credit union movement as a whole has been at the core of what Pat does. By creating positions that expand financial literacy for school-aged children and establishing a professional services department focused on corporate initiatives, Pat keeps innovation at the forefront. Pat has also led an effort to future-proof LAFCU by implementing technology such as interactive teller machines. But there is more to Pat than life inside the office. He is a pillar of his community, constantly giving back and helping others grow. He is also a board member of the Greater Lansing Food Bank, a position he says he will only leave when all the children in Lansing are fed. Pat Spyke is a true professional and a community activist who fits in and stands out in any situation. His impact this year supports his overriding philosophy: leave things better than you found them. Congratulations to Pat Spyke, the winner of this year's Credit Union Professional of the Year.
Congratulations, Pat. We look forward to hearing a few words from you.
Wow. And sorry, Rick, I tried to get the background, but as you can see, you have a picture of Leland. First and foremost, I'll always give thanks to a caring, merciful God that allows all the things that are in my life. And the next always big thank you is to Katie Spyke, because behind every man is a wonderful woman, and that would be my wife, Katie, who I love to the moon and back. I'm grateful for my family that is always there for me. I have a large, loving, and caring family. I have an amazing LAFCU team that just allows us to just soar and do wonderful things. To our board of directors that's been led by Harold Foster, thank you to all of our board members, to our dedicated volunteers, in the wonderful, wonderful team that we just simply call LAFCU. They're all of our team members. But on a little bit of the sadder note is today I wear a pink shirt, and I wear that to honor a team member that we lost unexpectedly, Rhonda Tuckey. So the LAFCU team mourns with Rhonda's family, and just know that you're in our hearts, Rhonda. And so the pink shirt is for you. It was her favorite color, so that's why I have on the pink shirt today. Thank you to the league and the nominating committee. It's just really humbling to be part of this group, and it's really an honor. Back in February, I was joking ahead of the ceremonies with Dean and some people, and I jokingly said we were all at the GAC in Washington, D.C. when we could meet, and I asked, can you FedEx the award to me or UPS it? Little did I know that that's what would actually happen. And I guess it's a byproduct of COVID. Now, Dean, I believe, is going to blame me for whatever that is. But anyways, I think we all yearn for the days where we can come back together, where we can be nervous on the stage instead of in front of a camera. I'm incredibly grateful for the award. But I also am grateful for the people on my team who are filling their offices in their lives with awards, because I think that really is the judgment of how well we're doing, is how well our teammates are doing. And I'm incredibly proud of our team at LabQ. I'm proud of the things that they're doing. I'm proud today that they go out and make history, whether it's because they're the first Latino or African American to receive an award or do something. I'm proud of the diversity that our board has set forward as we move LabQ through our community. You know, in just how successful we really can be. I think one of the things that I'll always strive and I'll encourage, and for all the people that are coming up through the credit union, is be a mentor, be bold, and be passionate. And for sure, Will Rogers said, I don't think he said for sure, but don't let yesterday take up too much of your today. I'm very, very grateful for this award. Thank you. God bless you. And please, please support cancer research. Thanks, Dave, and thanks to everybody at the League. You're amazing and we're blessed.
Thank you so much, Pat, and what a gracious acceptance speech. And I just want to say what a pleasure it's been for me over the years and for the League to work with you and to see how engaged you are in advocacy and community service. And I've been on the receiving end of some very kind words from you and some recognitions that I've really appreciated. I also know that COVID hit home with you. It's been a tough year for you with the loss of your dear father, who was taken way too early as a active, healthy man who got struck with COVID and was taken from you in the toughest of circumstances. And I can't help but feel that he's looking down with great pride and admiration for what a great son he has. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now on to the Outstanding Credit Union of the Year awards, and then we'll get on to the Distinguished Service Awards. So we have asset size categories, and for the Outstanding Credit of the Year in the small asset size category. And by the way, I have to say on the front end of this, we had a meeting earlier today where we were talking about challenges of small credit unions. And our small credit union community, they provide such amazing personalized service to their members in very tough competitive and economic circumstances in a tough regulatory environment. And so our hat is off to Thornapple Credit Union, the recipient of the Outstanding Credit of the Year in the small asset size. And Thornapple Credit Union is so representative of the great work of smaller credit unions all across the state. When a local Hastings family suffered a devastating fire and lost everything, TCU was quick to react, collecting cash and gift card donations for the family to help them get back on their feet. Throughout the year, they were instrumental in helping many members escape from payday loan debt, knowing the cyclical damage they can cause instead offering them education and smart loan products. Thornapple knows that education starts in the classroom, which is why their dedication to financial literacy spans each grade K through 12 with specific programs tailored for each age. Pretty amazing for a small credit union to make that kind of financial education commitment. Let's watch a short video.
It's not just about, I guess, what it means to me, but it's kind of just a reiteration of what I already know and feel, that we have a very outstanding staff, we have an outstanding community, and this award kind of just shows that and it kind of puts a recognition on the fact that that's who we are. You can't help but when you walk into TCU, whether that's an employee or a member, feel the energy and the drive and the passion that our staff has every single day to work hard, to feel like they've started the day in one place and they've made someone's life better, made the credit union better before they've left. But we go into the school systems as young as pre-kindergarten and get them started with basic things like needs and wants and just getting, kind of dipping their toe into what the financial world's all about, all the way to reality fairs for the middle schoolers and high schoolers where they have to live the life in the career that they've chosen with that budget. We give them a fake credit score. They're going to learn a lot more in situations like that than us just talking to them. I think that we really live by our mission statement. That's at the core of our culture. Our goal is to be a caring and involved financial partner in our community. And that's our mission statement. So it kind of shows that everybody who works for the credit union and is part of our group kind of lives and breathes that every day. We're really lucky that we have such a dedicated staff that when everyone comes to work, it's not just a job. They come to a career, they come to a family, they come to a place where they feel like they're making a difference, and they know that it's about a lot more than our members. This isn't my award, and this isn't because of me. If it wasn't for the team, we wouldn't be where we are now. I could have the best ideas in the entire world. That doesn't make any difference if you don't have a team that's there, that's committed and willing to put those ideas into play. So it's a thank you to the entire team and to the fact that we live in a community that has all of these opportunities for helping members and helping the community. If we didn't have all of those things in place, we wouldn't be able to get out into the community as much, or we would be spending more time trying to create those programs ourselves instead of having them already exist. So it's really nice to have partners where you feel like you're not doing it alone.
Wow, I don't know about the rest of you, but I am feeling pretty darn good right now. Seeing all these and hearing all these inspiring stories makes me wish we had a larger audience, makes me wish we had lawmakers and community leaders watching these. But of course, we're recording this and we'll be able to share these great stories with others. So congratulations to Thornapple Credit Union, recipient of the Outstanding Credit Union of the Year in the small asset size category. And now we'd like to hear from CEO Amy Byers, who you just heard from on the video. Amy?
Hi, everyone. I'm extremely excited to be in the company of such a great group here. Hearing all the stories just kind of renews my spirit with the credit union movement and what all of us are doing put together. It just gives me goosebumps. It's amazing. I just want to point out again my thank you to having such a dedicated team, not just my staff, but my board as well. It takes a real special group of individuals to put that much effort in a completely unpaid position and still have that dedication that the staff has, as well as our community. We live in a great area that has a lot of great things to offer, and we can just add to that and make, hopefully make everybody's life a little bit better. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you for representing your credit union so well, for representing small asset size credit unions so well, and really for representing all credit unions and the good works that they do. That was amazing. The second Outstanding Credit Union of the Year is in the median asset size category. And I'm really excited to say that American One Credit Union is the recipient in this asset size category. American One does so much in the area of financial education and unique services for their communities served and for their members. Among many other projects with several community partners, the credit union conducted a financial reality fair that helped more than 100 students navigate the financial ins and outs of important life choices such as housing and transportation and food and leisure time that we all know about. And the credit union, as you know, was also key in the So My Chapter's efforts that we recognized earlier to erase the medical debt for more than 3,000 people in those counties that we referenced earlier. Let's watch a short video about American One Credit Union.
Quite an honor and very unexpected. I have a long history at American One Credit Union, just not as CEO. So this was my first job out of college, and I worked for the prior CEO for 34 years before he retired. So I'm just really pleased that we're being recognized for the work that we're doing, and it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to our team and to the board. We don't want to just match the market. We want to be ahead of the market because we want to hire the best people. We want to be a credit union or a business where people come and then retire. And American One has never lost focus on who we serve. Every day we're reaching out to groups to ask how we can help. And we don't just help with money, we help with people. On a day-to-day basis, we're looking obviously for educational opportunities. We're looking to help families in need. And we're looking to help, support initiatives in our community that build a stronger economic base and stronger economic opportunities for the people in our community. One of the reasons our team is successful, has made our credit union successful, is the diversity of our team. People helping people starts with your employees. And, if you support your employees and you provide, their families with good, solid support, I really feel like it starts with the employees. I'm just so grateful to our board of directors who feel the same way. That is absolutely the key to our success.
Wow. Well, Martha, you may have only been CEO for a short time, but it sounds like you've spent your whole life and your whole career at the credit union. And it's no surprise that you're a great example of servant leadership and participative management. I'm sure your team loves being able to work together with you on so many of these great projects. So we look forward to hearing from you to receive this award.
Well, thank you, Dave. We're real excited to receive this award and be honored in this way. We look to a virtuous circle of goodness in our community, and starting with our members, and without whom we obviously would not exist, and then our team of people that serve those members. And then together we're able to make a really large impact on our community. We have a lot of partnerships with like the YMCA and Jackson County in building a new event center, and the Salvation Army, who is our neighbor right across the street, where we do a lot of volunteer work. And we're just doing this in Jackson, Michigan, just like a lot of credit unions across the state and across the Midwest. I really appreciate the resiliency of our team and our members. I know this award is for our efforts last year, but really, what we've experienced in 2020 is, of course, is unprecedented, and the values and the work ethic and just a positive attitude has really helped us sustain through these challenging times. But from the board of directors and the team here at American One, thank you very much for the recognition.
Thank you, Martha. Congratulations to American One Credit Union. And so the third Outstanding Credit Union of the Year recognition goes in the large asset size category to Northland Area Federal Credit Union. And I'm really excited about this one because Northland is an example of a credit union that operates in smaller communities, and they do a lot of unique things that are representative of credit unions outside metropolitan areas. So their participation in community programs, including their support for hospice of Helping Hands, the Veteran Hospice Program, is a great example of why they were nominated for and received this recognition. Each year, Northland Area Federal Credit Union employees fundraise thousands of dollars, like so many credit unions do, and donate more than 2,000 hours of service to assist and pay tribute to veterans. And veterans issues and support for our veterans, that's something that we don't pay enough attention to in this country, and credit unions like Northland Area Federal are leading in showing how important this is. In 2019, the credit union also implemented the Auto Financial Group balloon financing program, an innovative lending program with CUSG that has successfully helped members access affordable financing for vehicles. So congratulations to Northland Area Federal Credit Union, the 2020 Outstanding Credit Union of the Year in the large asset size category. And I believe we have a short video, right?
This award was quite a surprise for me. It is a confirmation of everything that I hear positively about our employees. I hear a lot of good things, things they're doing in the community, things that they do for our members individually, knowing them by name. I'm fortunate enough to be the leader of this organization, and these people are the ones that are making the difference in our members' lives every single day. We do everything that we can to help our members. We do everything that we can to take that extra step, and I hear on a daily basis how our employees go out of their way to help members, and they find ways to find the products and services that do just that. Our mission statement is basically to be our members' most trusted financial partner. And in doing so, finding the product or service that is unique to their needs is what's most important. The people helping people philosophy is just that, finding ways to save our members time and or money. Our roots are firmly planted in the veteran community. Northland started out serving veterans at Wordsmith Air Force Base, and many of our current members are veterans. Our employees will do whatever it takes to help our members out. Again, I can't be prouder and more happy to receive this award on their behalf. And it's them that have made the difference. And for me, I'm just a lucky guy to be where I'm at representing them.
Well, congratulations to Northland Area Federal Credit Union and CEO Pete Dzuris. Pete, congratulations, and we look forward to hearing a few remarks from you, please.
I couldn't be happier to accept this award on behalf of the employees and the board of directors of Northland Area Federal Credit Union. And I remember when Jack Ealing, our vice president of lending, came to me, and his words to me were, "We're going to lay off on the awards this year." And then months later, I get a notification from Dave Adams himself saying that we were the lucky recipients of this award. And we are among great company. As you look at the group of people that are represented here today, I am just amazed that we're part of such a unique group. But again, this is not an award for me, it's an award for our employees for all they do in our communities. And again, I couldn't be happier to receive it on their behalf. But I wanted to say one thing more on the veterans. We were, and borrow a line from a country song, we were behind the veterans before it was cool to do so. And I think every one of us know how important they are to our country, to each of us individually, and we can't do enough to support them and help them through what remains for them here in our country. Again, thank you very much, and shout out to Don Mills for planting a seed in our minds last year and taking some of those resources we got back from the NCUA and get back to your employees, and we will continue to do so, not just this year, but every year going forward. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Pete. Well done. And as I was watching that video, I was reminded of the diversity of credit unions when you think of credit unions' origins, whether they be educator credit unions or factory workers or veterans, and so many other examples. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful legacy and history that your credit union has. Congratulations. Well, we have two final awards, and they're big ones. 23 years for me in Michigan. As I often point out, I've had the privilege of serving in other states, but no state I've been in has the kind of tradition that we have with the Distinguished Service Award. This is truly a prestigious award. And the two recipients tonight are so well deserving, and I'm so honored to be a part of this ceremony, not just for them, but for everyone who we've recognized up to this point. So as the name suggests, the Distinguished Service Award is a recognition for individuals who contribute certainly in their own work and their own leadership, but what they do collaboratively with other credit unions and what they do in their communities. And the first Distinguished Service Award recipient who we're honoring is my friend Dean Trudeau, CEO of Public Service Credit Union. During the last 2 decades, and I've been honored to know Dean that whole time. During those last 2 decades, the credit union has grown from about 70 million in assets to over 250 million. And we often contrast that growth. Everybody has a growth story, but what's so much more impressive than the growth is the kinds of things that the credit union, that Dean and his team do to truly have an impact for their members and the communities they serve. Dean has a reputation with his fellow staff and colleagues as a true collaborator, a great mentor and friend, and someone who lets his actions speak louder than his words. I was honored to do a Friday 5 podcast with Dean and get to know him better here recently, and he really has a great career story. and so much good that he and his team have been able to do. Dean has become an integral part of annual fundraisers with both MCUL and the Metro West chapter. He's incredibly active with our advocacy agenda at both the state and federal levels. Always well-versed and well-prepared on issues, and he's certainly earned his respect of his colleagues, but also elected officials over those years, and helping us collectively have an impact in so many ways. So whether earning national awards for the credit union, leading community events, or communicating credit union priorities with legislators, Dean just makes it look easy. And I'm so excited that he's being recognized with this really important Distinguished Service Award. Let's go ahead and play a short video, and then we'll invite Dean to make a few remarks.
Dean is just a good man, right? He's very empathetic about everything. I've known him since the mid-90s, and we've become great friends, and he influences me in all kinds of ways all the time.
Credit union industry is wonderful, and Dean is such a great representation of credit unions in Michigan. It's just a pleasure to work with Dean.
I do sometimes wonder, when I'm thinking about challenges, what Dean would choose to do, you know, and that does influence what I'm thinking about. And it's just a pleasure to be his friend and to be part of that.
It's just great to work with each other. No secrets. If something's working, you share it. We come together, we work together for the common good, and it's just really effective.
I feel like one of the main things with Dean is that he really wants to bring credit union people together. And he loves the cooperation that we have. I mean, I think that's something really unusual for our industry, and he completely embraces that. Dean, I know you don't feel like you deserve this, and that's almost exactly why you do. We appreciate you.
To be recognized by your peers, and I know that's just, you know, everybody says that, but it really is true. Once you're in the spot and you recognize it, it's just very humbling. It's you know, I know I've worked hard at my career, and I work hard to promote credit unions. I feel strongly that we all have that obligation to be recognized for it when it's something I've enjoyed doing. I mean, it's so in my heart and in my soul that it's not work. So I'm being honored for distinguished service. I don't think it's been service, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Congratulations to Dean Trudeau, our 2020 Distinguished Service Award recipient. Dean, we're looking forward to hearing from you.
I almost didn't know who everybody's talking about. Thank you, Dave, the award committee, and my treasured friend, Hank Hubbard, for submitting my nomination. And of course, we all need to thank Pat Spyke that we're not together in the formal event that we normally have for this. But seriously, thank you all so much for this very high honor. Being in a category of credit union professionals who I so admire and who have provided such a clear path to follow. Yeah, I'd also like to congratulate, if I could, all the other award winners today. What great people to be in company with. And I especially want to recognize the co-recipient of this award, Karen Church, and let her know just how much I respect and admire her and all that she has done in the credit union movement, and how flattered I am to share this honor with her. And, you know, the one thing I'm hoping that I wasn't selected for this award as an indicator that I've reached the pinnacle in my career. So you remember a few years back when Kirk Douglas was wheeled out for an honorary Academy Award. He was 102 years old. It was kind of like, give it to him now or never. Well, I don't want to be Kirk Douglas, and I'm not ready to be wheeled off yet, okay? But in all honesty, being recognized with this award is truly a highlight of my career. There are so many people I owe thanks to that have helped me along the way. Those who provided support, like my wife, Laura, and my family, who were so accepting of my absences around the house, yet they always made me feel like I made them proud. Those who nurtured and advised, like my board of directors, you know, they've always allowed me to follow my dreams and yet they allowed any missteps to just be considered lessons learned. Or those who made the work fun and enjoyable, like the many credit union and MCUL peers and friends who share their passion for what we do in this great industry. Working with such visionaries has been my absolute pleasure over the years. And finally, and certainly not least, are those who make me look better than I am, like my credit union team, who all work so tirelessly to ensure that we are all the best we can be for our members and for each other. And what's really great about them, they're never afraid to say, let's try that, or that's a bad idea. And that's what you want with people around you. So to each of these groups, I say, thanks for taking the journey with me. Thanks for lifting me up. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to be here today and in a position to humbly accept this award. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say something to the up-and-comers, and it's such an impressive group that we have up-and-coming in the credit union movement. So my advice to them is to make sure that you love what you're doing, make sure that your focus is helping your members, your coworkers, and your peers, because my experience has been that what you give comes back to you multiple times over and over and in so many different ways. I can only hope that your experiences are as rewarding as mine have been. So again, I want to express my heartfelt thanks for this honor. And of course, my belated congratulations to Kirk Douglas.
Well done, Dean. What a great, gracious, accepted speech. And I can speak for everybody in saying we don't want to will you off anytime soon. We enjoy working with you way too much, and we learn from you along the way. Congratulations. And as you said, the co-recipient of this prestigious award is Karen Church, who, as you all know, is CEO of Elga Credit Union and has been and is just such a great leader in our credit union movement. So membership and assets with the credit union, we always talk about that. Yes, they've increased dramatically over time, but I know Karen would tell you that they're just a larger credit union with the same heart that the credit union always had when it was smaller. I always marvel at Karen's ability to be positive and hopeful, and her optimism and positivity and enthusiasm just are so contagious. She's a great mentor. She always gives credit to her team. She has mentored so many at her credit union and so many in the credit union community, whether in the chapter or all around her. So yes, growth is important. It just makes Elga more able to provide the incredible kind of service that they've always provided. I've also marveled at how Elga Credit Union in the toughest of economic times stretches, like so many credit unions do, to take credit risks and to take risks on their members, even with regulators sometimes bearing down on them. And it can be an uncomfortable position to be in, as you all know, but she does it with such grace and with such competency. Her accolades don't stop at Elga. She's done all of that while being such an important leader at the chapter level, at the league level, in all different CUSOs and organizations. I think you all know she's a recently retired chairwoman of the board of MCUL, still on the board, but recently stepping down as chair. So I couldn't be more pleased, along with all of you, to take these few moments as part of a distinguished career journey for Karen, to recognize Karen Church as the Distinguished Service Award recipient. Let's go ahead and roll the short video, please.
Well, Karen is probably one of the most humble, caring, compassionate, giving. I could use almost every adjective to describe Karen.
She has a passion to make an impact right here in the lives of people in the community that we serve.
Well, I've known Karen for well over 10 years, and I know that she is probably one of the most giving people I've ever met.
I've worked with her now for nearly 25 years. She hired me back when I was 16 years old, and she's been a great mentor to me and has made me a better person and a better leader by working with her throughout that time.
Karen has that personality to light up a room, to bring excitement for people to want to follow her.
She treats everyone with such respect and so much dignity and everything else that you just want to be part of Karen's credit union.
She's a small lady in stature, but she's a big person. I think this award is one she certainly should receive, and she's, in my book, she's a distinguished person.
Karen, I know what you've done for me, the mentor that you've been to me, but I have seen the mentor and the example you have been to so many people.
Congratulations, Karen, on your Distinguished Service Award. It's well deserved. You have spent your entire career serving others, and I truly believe that you deserve this.
Congratulations, Karen. You deserve this award more than anyone I can even think of. You are just a godsend, and I'm happy to call you my friend.
When I started out, I had no idea that I would be leading a credit union in this industry. I really have never seen myself as a manager, so to speak, but more as someone that can show others what is possible when you work together. I truly love our associates. They are a part of my life. They are part of our Elga Credit Union family. I think everybody needs to be recognized, appreciated, and valued for the talents they bring to the team. We have so much talent on this team. I am so proud of our young, energetic leaders. I just want to thank my team here at Elga for thinking enough of me to nominate me for this award. It means a lot to me. I'm humbled, and I'm grateful.
I feel like I probably need to do a little tap dance here before bringing Karen up so that she can probably dry a few tears after that story. And what a wonderful video, and what a wonderful tribute to a special person and a tremendous leader. So Karen, welcome to the virtual stage. We look forward to hearing from you. Congratulations.
Why, thank you so much. This has surely been a year that clearly shows that every single credit union associate deserves a Distinguished Service Award. Our credit union leaders making sure everyone is protected. Our frontline staff are courageously helping our members. And our central teams are doing everything they can to find new ways to serve remote workforce. Yes, we surely have been tried this year in more than one way, and we just rise up to meet the occasion. PPP loans, extensions, deferments, waived fees, charitable contributions, supporting families in Midland who were flooded out, just mentioning a few of those things that we've done to step up. Dave, Patty, Renee, and the entire MCUL team providing us with distinguished service, quickly pivoting, making sure we're communicating, learning, and working through COVID-19 together. And of course, I am most grateful for my awesome Elga Credit Union family, including my hero, my husband, Dwayne. They never fail to step up to help someone, even if it's on their own time. We have done some pretty incredible things to help so many in our community. I thank God for this wonderful career in the best industry ever. My parents for showing me how important it is to care for others, and the strong ethical work that we need to do. My husband and my children for allowing me to work so many hours, so many years, and for eating microwave dinners most every night. For my mentors and consultants who guided me, my board of directors who believed in me, my amazing Elga associates who support me and love me, and for community leaders who allow me to be a part of their work in this community, making such a positive impact. As I said, on behalf of all credit union people, no matter what they do, I humbly accept the 2020 Distinguished Service Award.
There's the applause. Congratulations. Congratulations. And let's keep that applause going if we could for all of tonight's award recipients. Since you got us going, we have not been doing that enough. Well, my goodness, I speak for everyone, I'm sure. Again, the inspiring recognitions that were given tonight that, you know, I always, like I said, when I think of awards, whether it's staff awards or industry awards, they're the tip of the iceberg. And so many of you in your gracious acceptance remarks acknowledged that you're a part of a community of leaders and individuals and service providers who do so much good and have so much impact. And while we recognize all of you and all the credit unions and all the so well-deserving recipients tonight, it truly inspires us and helps remind us of what a great movement this is and what a great industry we're a part of. So it's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I also can't help but remark that, like with everything we've been doing for the past 7 months, we look for the silver lining, whether it's the lawmaker visits or the team, all staff Zoom calls, or the industry calls, or in this case, awards. The silver lining is that in some ways, I think this was a more intimate award ceremony. I found it very inspiring, and I am leaving tonight with just a really great feeling about our industry and my honor to be a part of that. And so with that said, we want very badly to all move past this virtual world and get back reconvened at a big annual convention and expo next year, and to get back to networking and working together, because we're a people business and that's what we do. And we very much look forward to that. I want to give a special thanks to the MCUL team. We've never done a virtual awards ceremony before. And, you know, starting with Rick Weaver in our communications area, who put all this together, our communications staff, Patty and Renee, our whole MCUL team, the Cube TV team, who put those videos together. You know, the stories are inspiring enough, but when you have those videos that really bring life to the stories, I just so appreciate that. So again, big heartfelt thanks and kudos to all the award recipients. And keep in mind that, believe it or not, because we're a little bit delayed in doing these recognitions, we actually have our process open for awards for next year. So be thinking about others around you who deserve these recognitions and whose stories can inspire us in the next round, which hopefully will be in person. Happy International Credit Union Day. I got to tell you, I don't know about the rest of you, but this tie is really getting uncomfortable. So I'm now going to move to the next room, and my flip-flops are killing me. And, you know, we should have planned for a champagne bottle or two to be uncorked, but let's go celebrate with family. And I hope that you all leave as inspired as I have been by these great stories. Congratulations to all, and thank you for participating in this award ceremony.